procrastinate to move another level in the job or transfer to another job. That is, if we like something, just plan and action and measures what we want to do.
Hello everyone on over the world. My name is Nguyen Sinh Kiệt. Currently, I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and the city also can call me Saigon. So I'm very happy to create this channel to talk about psychology, to talk about personal development, to talk about personal finance management, and talking about health care, and how to take care of your mental health, how to take care of your physical health, especially how to get a nutrition better daily. And furthermore, this channel also talking about my daily activity in Vietnam, so as a marketer and how to improve myself in the field. So through the time, I am more 30 years old now. For me it's quite hard to get a job in Vietnam at this age, and it's very competitive to compare with other persons, other people, and I really do, especially during the time I am unemployed. I cannot focus myself. My characteristics getting worse and my situation getting worse. I cannot start to do anything, and I postpone and push my time to do the thing I would like to improve in the future or the current situation. And through this channel, I would like to track my daily activity, track my weekly activity, and collect the information from the internet to help other people like me to improve their life, improve their behavior to this life, because this life is very beautiful. There's sometimes it happened to me because I have the idea of commit suicide. Because I cannot manage my mindset, and I don't know what should I do, and my path of my career path is worse, and until now it's still worse. But I am clear that I don't have a job. It's okay. Maybe I will study something to maintain my life, to earn the money for the cost of living. Besides this work, creating content on the YouTube, on Facebook, or TikTok to learn new things to deliver to the world. It's in my purpose, so I don't really want to stop my thinking. And the second thing is, in this video, I only speak English. That my English is not good some situations, but I love to start to speak English. And also, I only use English in my channels because I want to target people all over the world, and I motivate people to try to, if you are not from native speaker the country they speak English, so you can improve by yourself. You believe yourself you can speak. And the other thing, if I speak wrongly, or my pronunciations or my accent is not good, and I use the word incorrectly, please help me to put a comment down and how can I improve it. and and in this channel I do a lot of things, and I hope that you enjoy my channel, enjoy my content, and it will be a long journey for me. I don't know how will it end, but as I start to do it, and I don't want to post my time. I don't want to postpone what I'm thinking. So, and now we start to talking about the first topic. It took me more 30 years to tell you that I chose the first topic because talking about you stop waiting for the right time in your life. Why? For example, for my kids and other people, they try to get much as knowledge they can. They learn a lot of things before they want to do something. And the second thing, they want to be perfect in every situation that they want to do when they start the project. So they plan it carefully. But when they really want to implement it or deload the project, they postpone. They're afraid, okay, this one they have the problem A at the point A, so we have to stop at this one, and for B, so we have to stop at this one. Okay, we have to wait for that person to help us. Okay, it means that they're waiting for a lot of him people perfect to do something. And the final thing, I think that is procrastination. All the things, your behavior, your mindset, your perfection, it turns to the procrastinations. It turns to procrastination. If you procrastinate, postpone to do things. For my situation, like I try to be good at filming. I try to be good at editing the video, and I try to learn how to record the video by multiple, and I have to have array tool or array gadgets or array camera to film myself, and that's the only stop. If it make my mind cannot start to do something. I wait for the right time. Yeah, it's not good, right? The reasons why I waiting for the right time, for example, when my baby she started be born in this world and my wife after birth, so I try to promise with my daughter, so we will try to build an English channel. We will study English together, and I will read the English stories for my daughter. And at that time I promised a lot. I bought a huge book, maybe in a pile of book, maybe more 50 book in English, and try to promise with her, okay, we start this book, and we try to read the book together every day and build a YouTube channel. But I postpone. I don't do it, and until now, it gets lost in 3 years. But after for a while, after unemployed times, and I have to think again. My promise with my daughter, so I am not a good father, and now I start immediately. I don't want to wait for the right time. I don't want to wait for, okay, I wait for the time that I will like to speak English well. I have a great knowledge of English teaching smart thought. I don't want to wait for the right time anymore. And I built a YouTube channel called the CK English. So that is the story talking about the journey of learning English between me and my daughter. So also I spend the time to compose the English lesson for my daughter, and besides that, the English business, I also try to help the people they speak English well. And I am not a teacher, so I will work with the teacher to follow student, help the student to improve their English speaking. So on the online class. So now I don't want to wait for the right time anymore. I don't have the script to talk, just I use the paper. Sometimes I try to imagine what should I talk, and I will have to think it in English. If I speak not fluently, so please forgive me, my fault. If we want to stop waiting for the right time, so we have to have the plan, right? I know it to delay the plan and you stay with the plan is very difficult. So back to my story, that's what I learned from that is we don't have to wait for the right time and to overcome this overwhelming situation, and we have to have the four step. I think we have to have four step. I call that the DPAM. It's the first one. We have to decide what do you want to do in the future. You have to decide your plan, and you have to make sure your plan clearly, concisely, and targeted what you want to do in the future. Second, you break it down, make a small piece to deploy it. Don't try to make it big responsibility. Don't try to kind of you shouldn't think it's a very big duty in the whole process if in improvement yourself. So you have to break it down, make it small pieces, make it become more small pieces to improve it. And third thing, we have to take the action, and the action what should you do and how do you do that, and you finally it is the step 4 you have to measure. In each step I will talk deeply now. So you can set up the SMART goal. What does it stand for? SMART means specific, and it must be specific, and it must be measurable, it must be achievable and realistic in time out. So you have to be clear what will you do and your targets, and how will your plan happen in the future. And this is the first thing you have to understand. And the key factor of this one, for my case, I think the key factor, you have to be disciplinary, and you have to be commitment and determine what will you do. And for my situation, I am a marketer, so maybe I cannot have a job in the future. I don't know exactly how can I get a job. When will I get a job? Maybe not this year, not next year, maybe forever. And I have to do my own business, kind of create the content, become the affiliate marketing, so and become a seller, maybe open a more restaurant for next 2 or 3 years. I become a baker, I don't know. So all is on my plan, but actually I know my plan now. I set up I set my future. I set up the goal of my future maybe next year or 2 more years. So if I don't have very good job, so I become learning how to pay, and I go open a more restaurant and sell something for a living. Besides that, the goal is that building the content for the personal development and attract people and help the people overcome the stressful situation. And I said for my first beginning, I tell you that I'm very stressful. I cannot control my behavior. There are many times I want to commit suicide but I told on this. I don't want to commit suicide because it's very bad. Because you know why? And I watched a lot of video on the internet. The children they don't have baby when the parent pass away. They go to the coffee, so they talk, Papa, I miss you. So my mom, she is still alive now. So if I commit suicide, I cannot do anything more. sorry, I cannot control my emotion, so I let my emotion out. So we are human, we can cry, so we are men, sometimes we have to cry, right? Crying help you better. And I promise, hello Mia, I I promise with my daughter to buy a house. I don't know when I can do my getting my dream become true, and I have a good house and I have a job for my personal income, improve my financial situation. But actually now I stop waiting for the right time. I set my plan. So next 2 years, if I don't have a job, what happened? What should I do? Okay, I will open more small thing. I want to sell something, or I will go to some place to help people. So, but I try to create my habit of creating the content. I read the book, English book, I read psychology book, I read the finance book, and I know the cost of learning new stuff only from the teacher or you find a coach is very expensive. Everything I do by myself, I believe that I can do it because on the words of internet, so we can find many free stuff. So and the other thing, I can speak a little English, so that reason why it's my benefits from knowing the new language. And that's why we really I can feel that we have to determine, we have to commit what we want to do, what we want to be in the future. We set up the plan, we make the time, we keep following what we want to do in the future. Second thing, as I said to you guys, that if you had even your dream is big or small, you have to break it down and you have the time is step. You have to have the time to measure this. If you cannot break it down, you make it huge, so you cannot follow it because it's very big thing. From the A to Z, you cannot jump from the A ladder to the Z ladder. You have to go from A B C D E F G until and you stop at Z. So it's either way. The way we have to make it small, and it's easy. It's more easily for us to track and improve ourselves. Be clear. So I believe that in the future I will not need to take the paper to read for you guys, because this is only the script and it's the the outlines of what should I talk about. So you know that, and the second step, the key factor that is you have to be clear each step you will follow, and if you can, any step, if you make a bit, you meet a very great obstacle or raised fence in front of you, you don't know how to do that, so there is a method for you. You find the networks on the internet. Sorry, the sound from my daughter. You find the short from the internet. You find people have you on LinkedIn. You find the book for me. So my main source of learning that I'm reading in the book, and I'm learning from YouTube, a free lesson from YouTube. One of my main learning that I go back to my track before that learning new knowledge, SQL or the BI or Tableau. So I use YouTube free lesson on YouTube to learn it. and then maybe I try to find some projects to improve and try to find real thing to practice. So I make is okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Every day I spend 1 or 2 hours to learn SQL, and during the day I make the time for reading the book. During the day I make the time for my daughter, my family. I I am also the house husband. It means what does it mean? The house husband, I have to stay at home. Sometimes I have to cook. I have to wash the dishes. I have to mop the house. I have to take care of my daughter, and I'm learning English with my daughter. So even I am unemployed, but my schedule very full. So it's very hard for me to arrange at the first step. Maybe after this video, so I will try to make some of the real thing that I experience in one day. So that's why I tell you guys we have to practice smaller, and you have to commit to yourself during the learning time, and be patient. This is the key for the steps 2, and maybe it is the key for the step 4, step 3, sorry. This is the key for step 3. And in the step 3, you already made the plan for you. You already make this is my favorite. The interested to make a video. So keep quiet, baby. And you have to know. You know what you really want to do. You set up your plan, you set up your time, and you break each more small speed on the journey of improving your life, improving of your character, and improving of your career. So it is the time we have to take the action. It this one very difficult. Taking the action is different with the 2 steps before. 2 steps before that is you plan, you decide, and you break it down smaller speed. You set up the KPI or what you want to do and your target, your goal. So the third step is the time you have to make a real physical action. You have to have very strong mind, strong brain. You commit to yourself, and if you don't have the resources, great resources, and you don't know how to improve your life, you will stop at this stage. So it's my situation, and I don't have very great people to consult me. I don't have many people to help me. So I use internet to kind of ChatGPT, or I go to the YouTube and try to set up what should I learn, and I start to learn and BI, desktop, tablet. For example, I take the action. I would like to learn about the data analysis. So it means I don't want to be a race at the knowledge, because I learn data analysis to serve my major, because I would like to understand the data more in the future. And I action to learn the BI, how to use BIs, and I action to learn how to use the SQL, was kind of the syntax, the command in SQL or Python, and I learned the tableaus. So it's now I want to learn about data analysis. So, and I know what should I prepare, and I take the action of learning the software to serve for my situation. And the key also, in this case, we have to patient and resilient, and you shouldn't be afraid of the failure. For my case, so I have spent more 20 hours to learn BI and SQL. So I stopped for a while, maybe nearly 2 months, but now I decided to learn again, and I at this time, after maybe the wedding of my my brother-in-law, I try to keep it seriously, and I'm sure that I can do it without help from anyone, because taking the action is mean you have to be responsible for your life. You have to be responsible for your commitment to your family, yourself, your society. And I will create more content to help people to get out of this situation, because stressful and chronic stress it harm and it lead to commit suicide in some cases. And this is the third step, and the final step I think is the most necessary step, that we have to measure what we will do. I can recommend you some of the software to track your result, to track your action, to track your daily activity, head up Trello, and to do it, and habit card, Look Habit Track, Look Habit Notion, Google Habit. So I will try to test these tools soon and make the video how to use it, and to let you understand and to use technology in the way of improve your personal development. So finally, I'm thinking it is the time I have to say that I know that my English is not good, so but if I talk more and I try to improve more and read more books in English and create more content, and I hope you will understand me. And finally, I'm talking about my personal stuff. I reached my lot in my during storytelling, that I'm a marketer, so I don't have a job now. I start with YouTube channel. I start to read a psychology book, try to motivate myself, try to teach my daughter speak English, and overcome my situation that is sometimes I have very bad mind of commit suicide. So I will be more responsible with my daughter and with this life, with this world, because I want to help people get out of this situation, no stress anymore, even though you live in very dangerous situation sometimes. And I will only use English, so I know that it's limit communication, but I believe that if you have any question, you can comment down and I will answer you, because my writing skill is understand of the writings is better in my speaking skill. So I hope that my first video have attract you and know my purpose of my channel. And I don't know, is it boring, or sometimes it's different with a lot of people. So yeah, thank you for listening, and we will do a lot of things. Thank you. Goodbye everyone. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.